Welcome back. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa says ANC supporters must not equate inadequate service delivery as a means to stop voting. He addressed farm workers and the community of Citrusdal in the Western Cape on his election campaign trail. Ramaphosa says the party is aware of challenges facing farm workers, among them their concerns raised, farm evictions, abuse and late salary payments. The ANC president promised that the party will look into those issues, insisting the party is on the side of the farm workers. Ramaphosa also pleaded with workers who might be disgruntled not to abandon the polls.
Comrades and colleagues, we are aware of the challenges and the problems that farm workers are going through. I am very pleased that I came here to hear for myself. But comrades, the last thing that we want to hear from any of you is to say, what are we voting for? That cannot be your language. You know, 2 weeks ago, we had some of our comrades from Limpopo. They came to Lutuli House, the headquarters of the ANC. They had placards, and some of the placards were saying, service delivery or no vote. We either get service delivery or we shall not vote. I told them immediately that if they are coming to the headquarters of the ANC and saying they are not going to vote if they don't get service delivery, then they have come to the wrong place. And I said, I am not prepared to listen to them, because we cannot, when we are in a revolution, because what we are involved in is still a revolution. We are involved in a process of transforming our country. We are involved in a process of changing our country for the better. Some of the challenges that we deal with are challenges that belong to the past. Some of them are challenges that are a result of our own mistakes.
Well, two ANC heavyweights took the campaign to the Northern Cape and the Northwest. Deputy President David Mabuza campaigned in Taung. Well, here he acknowledged that divisions in the province might cost them votes, while ANC Chair Gwede received a rather lukewarm response at Durban in the Northern Cape. Ulrich Hendricks reports.
The ruling party is second in command, hoping to win back support in the fractured province. The PEC, led by former Premier Supra Mahumapelo, and the PTT, led by Jacob Magoro, were disbanded by the party's NEC. Mabuza says despite the challenges, he believes there's still a chance to get a decisive win in the upcoming polls.
No. You can see we're very strong. People love the ANC. It was just our mistake, our divisions within. But with the people, they love the ANC, and we're going to win. If we can correct our mistakes, we're fine. Home and dry.
In the Northern Cape, Party Chair Gwede received a mixed reception during his door-to-door campaign at the Katu. Some refused to give him an audience, while others bemoaned service delivery issues in the area.
That is the essence of door-to-door. Door-to-door is about interacting with everybody who is here. Those who hate us, and he says, it's the second house to say to us, we are DA here, don't come. The other one did talk to us, said, I'm a DA leader, I'm here, but please, I will not change my allegiance. And then this one says, don't even come close to the house because I'm DA. And that is why we're doing door-to-door. And all those issues that we're going to take up. Unfortunately, the mayor is in another, the councillor is with another group. When we come together, we discuss things we come across it.
I've always been a loyal voter to the ANC, but for the past few years, there are certain things that I'm concerned about that makes me doubt the ANC. So I'm not too sure anymore, but I'm happy about the visit. And then maybe I'll consider to vote again for them. And I also hope that our concerns will be taken into consideration and there will be taken action against our complaints.
The party says they do take input gathered during door-to-door seriously and will address those with the relevant forums. Ulrich Hendricks, SABC News, Taung, Northern Cape.
The inclusion of people implicated in state capture on the ANC list shows corruption will continue. That's according to DA leader Mmusi Maimane. He was addressing the party's campaign launch in Burgersfort in the northwest. The ANC has been criticised for including Nomvula Mokonyane, Batabile Dlamini and Malusi Gigaba on their parliamentary list. Lucas Botibedi reports.
The blue train making a station stop in the province faced with service delivery challenges. DA leader Mmusi Maimane taking a snipe at the ruling party. He says the ANC list is an indication that the party cannot be entrusted with state power.
When you look at the list of the ANC, you realize that all of those responsible for state capture, for looting, for destroying the resources of our people are going back to parliament, which tells me that this is still the same bus with a new driver.
The party promises to change the face of the province by dealing with corruption and maladministration that are impeding the provision of services. The province lost over 2 billion rand to corruption.
We will deal with corruption. If you deal with corruption, you will have a job for every person in every home. We have lost billions of rand in this province.
And this is why some people believe the DA is their party of choice.
I think Democratic Alliance is the only party that can take us forward. Viva DA, viva!
The people in Northwest, we are tired. The people in Northwest, we are hungry.
Yes.
The DA maintains if it wins the Northwest province, it will review all existing contracts to uncover corruption. Lucas Mutibedi, SABC News, Potchefstroom in the Northwest.
EFF leader Julius Malema says his party will restore the dignity of black people living near the mines. He was addressing hundreds of party supporters during the launch of their provincial manifesto at Riba Cross village near Burgersfort in Limpopo.
A resounding welcome for the EFF leader. Many flocked to listen to Malema ahead of the elections. The area of Skukune is home to chrome and platinum mines, but the majority here still live in poverty. Malema says after May, their plights will be a thing of the past.
You have got platinum but don't have water. The mines are the only ones that have water, while people have to buy it. Another issue is the lack of electricity. Those who have electricity suffer as it is a problematic event when it rains. We also want to eradicate crime in this area.
Supporters believe the party has what it takes to topple the ruling party in this province.
The EFF remains the only organization in this country which is very much vocal, which has young people like I am.
On the 8th of May, we are going to win elections.
The EFF is the official opposition at the Limpopo legislature with 6 seats. They are hoping to take over the province after the May elections.
The taxi industry has thrown its hat into the ring for the national elections. It is galvanizing the power it holds as a major transporter of the working class. The Alliance for Transformation for All, ATA, held its national manifesto launch at Mandela Park in Khayelitsha. Mariska Buerta reports.
A job creator and transporter of millions of people. The ATA says there are 1.2 million registered taxis in the country and each have an average of 5 drivers. Transport tops the ATA's manifesto. This includes taxi subsidies, a moratorium on the impounding of taxis and scrapping e-tolls. The ATA, however, says the country is also in serious need of change.
All those gains that Nelson Mandela and others have done are now coming to extinction. That the taps there, they have no running water. There are schools, they are not maintained. There are roads, they are unwalkable. You cannot even travel off them using your own transport. Those are basically our main focuses so that we improve the lives of the people. I want to repeat this one, that the subsidy the taxi industry is calling for is not for them. It is intended to subsidize the commuter. So the commuter is at the center stage of the formation of this political party.
The party says it's also aimed at uniting the taxi industry. Its manifesto has 16 issues it will address if it comes into power, including road infrastructure, corruption and unemployment.
We are a party of the people. We are a party entrenched in the communities. We are a party that wakes up communities, sends them to work, sends them to hospital in the middle of the night. We are the ambulances of our communities. So our people must vote for us. The benefit is not to the taxi industry, it is to them as the communities.
The party president, Ntsikelelo Gaylor, is also the national chairperson of Santako. The ATA will contest the election at both national and provincial level. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Khayelitsha.